Welcome to Fire Leo Tarot. I am a tarot reader and intuitive. Shout out to all my lovely Fire Leos. Now, Leo, who is this? Okay, who is this that you're dealing with? Because I feel like, I don't know if they explained this to you, all right? But when I meditated on their energy and pulled how they're feeling toward you at this time, we pulled Palm Tree. And I really, really like this card, especially coupled with the Eight of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands in reverse. Leo, it's gonna be a good reading. All right, because I like the palm tree card because it talks about wanting to have a sense of stability with you. I don't know how secure the relationship has been or how secure you've been feeling in the relationship, especially if it's been a back and forth situation like we've been talking about in some of your other readings. But I do feel like whether this is a different person or this is a characteristic of the person that you've been dealing with, there's an energy here where they're actually wanting to put in the work. All right, but I do feel like them putting in the work required some alone time or required them to have to, not them to have to separate from you, but you guys to be separate from each other. All right, I don't know how that's going to resonate, especially because we have this Knight of Wands here in reverse, right? I feel like this person here, Leo, it could have been a Sagittarius, another Leo you were dealing with. I'm also getting heavy Scorpio energy. Doesn't have to be, but I'm just getting the energy where at some point this was in the upright, right? Where they were non-committal. You guys would have a fantastic time. I'm talking about fantastic, right? Like this is the type of person that you're like, yeah, when I look at you, I have a blast, but you always kind of weren't sure about the long-term commitment. Yes, you wanted it, but you weren't quite sure if this person was really going to give it to you. But now that I'm seeing this Knight of Wands here in the reverse, it's making me think you may be dealing with a suitor who is doing some work on themselves as well. But I also got the word flexibility. Okay, you may have to be flexible or a bit understanding about the time or the era that they are in their life right now. Maybe they have to work really hard and they can't spend a lot of time with you, or they have certain family issues, some legal battles that are going on, have to work overtime. So I just feel like there's this energy where there is a delay with you two really being able to merge. And I feel like that could be upsetting to you, or you're not quite sure. I feel like you guys keep it frisky. All right, I don't know what that means. Maybe through text messages, but I feel like there's an energy where like you think about this person, they think about you, and it's just like I'm automatically turned on. All right, so yeah, let's. What is this? What is this energy here, Spirit? How is my Leo feeling about this situation? Ten of Wands. Leo's like, listen, I'm tired. I guess there's a lot of passion. Yes, there's a lot of excitement. But at some point, it becomes burdensome. All right, and I think it's becoming burdensome here, Leo, because you know that you guys have to make some sort of decision. I feel like you've been holding strong, right? Like you've been holding strong. Sometimes you guys talk. Sometimes you guys aren't feeling each other. But you still feel like there's something here that you feel like it's salvage worthy. You're going to give it you know what this feels like, Leo? Your one last shot with this person. Why is it? Let me get a truth card. Why is the Ten of Wands here for my Leo? Carrying all that on your back. I also feel like someone has a great physique. All right, back days where they shine. Okay, what is this? Why is the Ten of Wands here? Okay, missing you. And high vibrational. Okay, so yeah, you get 333 on the timer. Wow. All right, so yeah, for many of you guys, you do feel like it is a very high vibrational kind of chemistry you guys have. And when I say that, it just feels almost electric when you guys are together or when you guys are sharing certain moments. The energy is not disrupted. You guys are in a flow state when you're together. There's sometimes where you guys are together and don't say much either. But I feel like when you guys are really feeling each other on that same accord, you're like, ooh, yeah, this feels nice. Now, I feel like there's an energy here, Leo, with the missing you card, clarifying the Ten of Wands or the level of burden that you feel, but yet you're kind of trying to hang in there. You're hanging on for this last go around. You just want to make sure that you're not in a position where you have to miss this person and you can't go back, or almost like you want to exhaust every option that you have, and this seems like your last one. I don't know if this person has put you through the ringer or put you in a very terrible situation. It kind of doesn't feel like that. But I just feel like, again, there's certain things that you don't have time for, Leo. Okay. And wasting your goddamn time is not one of them. The Hermit. All right. Could be dealing with a Virgo or have Virgo highly aspected somewhere in your chart. But I am getting this energy where you're very reflective. I think we got that in one of your readings where you spend a lot of alone time. But what you're really thinking about is it worth it? Is the burden worth the effort? Should I try? Should I not? But while you're in that figuring out state, you're still holding on to it, though. I feel like you've accumulated, oh, Leo, you are extremely wise. You are very discerning. I feel like you have a wealth of information. Anybody who comes into contact with you and asks you for advice, that you end up enriching their life in some way, shape, or form. Like, you are a very special being in many people's life. I feel like you carry light with you. I feel like you have a beautiful heart. I don't know why I'm getting this message intuitively, but just to show up here as the hermit is a blessing. Okay, some of you guys could be a little older in age. I'm a firm believer in oldness comes from the spirit. You could be 20 and be ready to hop up in the casket, okay, just because of your mentality. So I'm not really into the whole age thing, but I want to say you may be a little bit older, but your spirit, you would never think that, because your spirit is so useful, but you just carry this level of wisdom with you as well, which is like a bit inconceivable. All right, so yeah, you over here being amazing, Leo. I love it. But yeah, that's what's on your mind. That's what you're thinking about. Some of you guys are just scrolling on social media, or just, another day. But let's move on from that energy. Okay, so why is this person seeing my Leo in such a stable fashion, or wanting to work on this? Like, this is really wanting to work on it. All right, Temperance energy, Sagittarius. Somebody is dealing with a heavy Sagittarius. I feel like this Sagittarius has been in your reading like the past 3 months. Also, perhaps a Taurus. But I feel like there's an energy where they feel as though it's a reciprocal connection. When you guys are at your best, you pour into their cup, they pour into yours. And as I said, it's like I did this motion, it's a flow. And you see how this divine being, it's like they're pouring into this one, that cup is pouring. You can't quite even tell where the source of the water is coming from, because it just seems like it's connected, right? And I feel like there's this energy with your person where they feel as though that's kind of like really special to them. All right, they haven't had that with somebody, especially with Temperance. It's a very divine card. It's an ordained card. It's a card that is spiritual. So I feel like for your person, they feel as though this is a lot deeper than what meets the eye. I think you feel the same way though. All right, but they're the ones who pulled this card. They also feel like this connection, I think I just said, it's faded. You're very grounded as well, Leo. Yes, you're a Leo. You can be gregarious, but you also have this side of you that's very grounded and chill. You dib and dab in your emotions. Leo does rule the heart. So I feel like you do open up with them emotionally, and it's easy for you too. But you have this nice dance that you two do. And it's just complimentary. So yeah, they have really beautiful message when they think about you. Okay, give me more here, Spirit. Give me more. Okay, we have Scorpion energy. But things are transforming. Okay, things are definitely transforming between you two. And as I see the 8 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, it's letting me know that there's an energy where you two are working on something, or particularly this person. But it's like they're getting better on their own or in silence, and you're not a part of this process. And I think, Leo, that's where it becomes burdensome for you, because perhaps this person isn't communicative in that way. Maybe they just, work on themselves, for themselves, by themselves, to themselves. And because they don't relay certain information to you, that makes you feel like you're being left in the dark. But in their mind, they're like, well, I'm trying to work on myself so the relationship can benefit from me doing the work. And because of that, I feel like that kind of makes you a little bit uneasy. It's like, okay, you can bring me in on some things, but if you don't, like, whatever. All right, let's get a truth card. What is this? Oh, wow. Okay. So for some of you guys, as I talked about that, I think we saw that Knight of Wands in the reverse. Any card that comes out for me in the reverse as a reader at some point was in the upright in the story. And we talked about the Knight of Wands being non-committal, or just having some really passionate times with this person, but it not really going anywhere. And with this card, we do see the player, right? And it's clarifying this transformation energy, the transformation card. So I feel like your person is trying to transform that, or that's what they're trying to change. Perhaps they're going quiet on you because there's certain things that they want to make sure that they reconcile within themselves before they present to you. And I feel like you're holding on, but it's like you need to know why you're holding on too. So I feel like they have to do a little bit of a better job at communicating this with you. Okay. I also feel like you walked away from them at some point in the past, and that also made them kind of wake up to the connection as well. Give me more. Tell me about this transformation. Ace of Wands. Bottom of the deck, the High Priestess, going within to do it, though. I don't feel like they talk about it. You're pulling a lot of major arcana, especially this person, so it's letting me know that they're going through quite a bit of changes. But with this Ace of Wands, this talks about wanting a new start, wanting something to be exciting again, passionate again, fun again. I would have liked to see like a different ace, but this is like the fun passion that you guys are used to. But tell me more. Like, let me get a truth card. What is this? Okay, so we have relationship. All right, so this could be the thing that this person is wanting. All right, because remember, we pulled that first card talking about stability and security, growth, endurance, flexibility. So it's like, I'm working, Leo. Like, just trust me. Like, I feel like you're going to have to use trust if you feel as though this person is trustworthy. If you don't feel like that intuitively, don't let any reading override your intuition. Just period. I don't care what these readers say, including me. Right? So again, but it does look like this person with the Ace of Wands is wanting to restart this connection, restart this relationship in some way, shape, or form, because that's their goal, or they see it with you. It's just clear. It's obvious. I don't think this person has any reason why they don't want to commit to you other than them getting in their own way. Okay. Tell me more about this relationship. What is making them see my Leo in relationship terms? They're getting all majors. There's a lot of changes going on with your person here, Leo. But the Fool card popped out. Okay, now the Fool goes on journeys by themselves, right? The Fool kind of abandons everything and says, you know what? I got to restart. I got to do this for me. So something about your person's alone time, or something about their alone time, or certain things that they've abandoned, perhaps bad habits. They could have gotten over addictions on their own, or with help, or just release bad habits, right? It doesn't have to be anything crazy or super chaotic, but I feel like there's this energy here where your person, they just they had to release you. Honestly, they had to release you in order to find themselves and find what it is that they want. All right. And it's like when they come back around, it does seem like they're after some form of stability here with you, Leo. Okay. Why is the Fool card here? Okay. The Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. Things had to change. Things had to change. A lot of life changes were going on with this person. I'm curious. Like, I wonder what was going on in their life, because it just seems like so many changes at once were happening in this person's life. But another major arcana, they have mostly majors here. Okay. We'll talk about like big changes, huge changes within life, like overhauls from work, life. I said legal issues earlier, maybe financial issues, but there's a lot of things that are changing, hence why they've been needing a lot of alone time. But with the Wheel of Fortune, they feel like this connection is faded. There's a lot, your person could be very spiritual or religious. Maybe they don't, walk around looking like that, but they do seem to be that way, or they at least believe in alignment. They believe in divine timing, and you're part of that. Okay, so let's get more. What do we have here, Spirit, for my Leo? For how this person is feeling toward my Leo at this time. What is their energy toward my Leo? Okay, yeah, self-care popped out. Okay, feeling like if they take care of themselves, then they could take care of you. But they can't do it the other way around. Bottom of the deck, beauty. Okay, very concerned with becoming the best version of themselves. Also, obviously, they find you gorgeous or extremely handsome. We also have all of a sudden, and that's kind of a transformative card here. So I feel like things are transforming with this person for the better. But we'll see how that plays out in the extended. I'm going to get your person's next actions. I want to also get how they're truly feeling, but don't quite have the courage to say, as well as likely outcomes. So if you are interested in that, Leo, everything is down below in the description to the extended. See you in a minute.